अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभ तीर्थगोस्वामिने नमः। यतीन्द्रियनमस्तुभ्यं गौरकृष्णप्रियात्मने रूपानुगगतिज्ञाय गुरुदेवाय ते नमः। पतितपावन परम करुणामय परमाराध्यतम श्रील गुरुदेव नित्यलीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद् श्रील भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज जी के अभय चरण में असंख्य कोटि साष्टांग दंडवत प्रणाम करते हुए उनकी अहेतु की कृपा प्रार्थना करता हूँ। परमाराध्य शिक्षा गुरु नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद् श्रील भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोस्वामी महाराज जी एवं श्रील भक्ति निकेतन तुर्याश्रमी गोस्वामी महाराज जी एवं समस्त सारस्वत गौड़ीय वैष्णवाचार्य वृंद के श्री चरण में असंख्य कोटि साष्टांग दंडवत प्रणाम करते हुए उनकी अहेतु की कृपा प्रार्थना करता हूँ। I feel blessed to be the part of this wonderful event where all the disciples are glorifying Guru Parampara. Gurudev is one. He manifests in many forms, same like the Lord. Nana Bhati Ram Avatar, in many forms the Lord appears. And when the Lord appears in many forms, and His glories are also manifesting in many forms, we know the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself appears in the form of Shri Guru, like Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru, Chaitya Guru. In all the forms, the Lord is the one who is appearing because of the condition of the jiva. Lord appears in many forms so that the jiva gets attracted and takes advantage of the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I feel blessed and fortunate to be under the shelter of one of such great personalities, my most revered Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishtom Vishnupad, Shri Srimad Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. Now, there are so many things, so many teachings of our Guru Vargas, and of course Gurudev also gave so many teachings, but the most important thing which I want to share today is Anugatya, means the teaching of most revered Gurudev is to follow the parampara, follow the Guru Vargas. I personally over these years understood that simply having vast knowledge is not sufficient if we don't surrender to Shri Guru and Guru Parampara. And I feel that the Lord has sent most revered Srila Gurudev to teach the world how to surrender in the lotus feet of Shri Guru and also in the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. This is what I have personally experienced. We may have the knowledge, but if it is not applied practically in our life, then there is no question of any progress in our spiritual path. Because we all know this age is very interesting, Kali Yuga, where people like to imitate more than following. We like to imitate. We don't want to follow. Following is something very different. So, if these great acharyas, they just descend and then they teach, and then when they leave, the disciples may only try to imitate them instead of following. This was a very big concern of the Supreme Lord. Lord is very much concerned about this. Because if we only imitate, we won't get anything. We should follow the teachings of our Guru Parampara, our Acharyas. I personally feel that was one of the reasons for which the Lord has descended our Gurudev into this planet. Of course, as I earlier said, every Acharya has a different kind of glory. So it's not about others they did not do or what. It's all about what I feel about when I think about, when I meditate about our Gurudev. That's why I feel if someone try to imitate our Gurudev, forget following. If someone try to imitate him, then also I strongly believe that his life will be successful, because he lived a life which is beyond imitation. It's impossible for a conditioned soul to imitate the standard of living which Srila Gurudev has set in this world. So, that was his way, and what he did, he taught in his life more about Anugatya. Anugatya means to follow the footsteps of Guru Vargas, to follow the teachings of the Guru Vargas and Gurudev. Our Gurudev was known as the tape recorder of our Param Gurudev, most revered Param Gurudev Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Vishnupad. They used to call him as the tape recorder of Madhav Maharaj. But interestingly, I somehow believe that in those days there were only tape recorders available, so they had to compare him with the tape recorder. But the fact is, Gurudev is actually the same copy like our Param Gurudev. Because Param Gurudev used to say that don't follow my lecture, follow me. A person who practices the highest level of standards, only they can speak such words. So we have seen whatever we hear about our Param Gurudev, everything we could see in the life of most revered Srila Gurudev. So he was not just tape recorder, he was the true copy of our Param Gurudev, following all those standards set by him as it is. Like Bhagavad Gita as it is, Gurudev is Param Gurudev as it is. So anyhow, and if someone can imitate, just imitate what he did, then also they will definitely get liberated from this world. It's impossible to imitate him even. And among that, if we talk about Anugatya, I used to listen from our Guru Vargas when Srila Gurudev was performing Vrajmandal Parikrama under the shelter of his most beloved Siksha Gurupad Padma, Nitya Leela Pravishtom Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. So, because Param Gurudev disappeared from this world, after that Gurudev was all the time following Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj, taking his instructions, guidance, shelter, everything, and then performing whatever he is doing. Talking about Anugatya means I follow Guru Vargas is okay, but to practically live up to that is not an ordinary thing. One day they were performing Vrajmandal Parikrama, because Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj, because of his advanced age, he was walking little slowly, holding, because he never sat on any rickshaw or car or something. He used to walk slowly with the help of sevaks. So Gurudev is performing Sankirtan behind him. He is not going forward. So it's taking time. what to do now? Some devotees, they approached Gurudev and they said, because Srila Maharaj is taking time, why don't we go further? Because it's getting late. It is wonderful what Gurudev says. Gurudev says, if we don't perform Brajmandal Parikrama, I don't care. But I am not going to go even a single step ahead than Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj. If he is just sitting here, we will stand there and we will perform Sankirtan, but there is no question that we shall leave him here or we will go further. Let the parikrama doesn't happen, let it not happen. This is the highest, like we can see, the degree of level of following the Guru Vargas, which an ordinary person can't even imagine with his limited brains. Srila Gurudev maintained such high standard of following his Guru Vargas. Not that Gurudev disappeared, then he just did as an acharya what he wants to do. Every single move he was making, whole life, he was only doing under the shelter of his Siksha Gurus. He never considered his Siksha Gurus lesser than or something else than his Gurudev. He would always see his Gurudev in his Siksha Gurus and just follow their teachings. And this is very important. What I met one devotee few years ago. He has amazing knowledge, but he has no respect for any Guru Varga. How he will progress in his spiritual path? So like that, we should understand Gurudev has practically shown the path that if you follow Guru Vargas unconditionally, dedicated yourself onto their lotus feet, your life will only succeed one day. We can see in the life of Gurudev how he was repeatedly instructed by Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj to travel outside India at the advanced age. Then he travelled outside India only because Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj has repeatedly instructed him. And after Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj disappeared in year 2002, when his god brothers, these Indian devotees, his god brothers who are very dear to our Param Gurudev, they requested him after the incident in World Trade Center, Maharaj, please don't go. Gurudev immediately accepted their instruction and then he stopped travelling. After that, he never travelled physically. Only his words travelled outside India. So the thing is, for him, going anywhere or doing whatever, everything is in connection with Sri Guru and Guru Vargas only. He has never done anything independent of Gurudev and his Siksha Gurus. That was one of the wonderful teaching which he has practically lived and presented to the world. If someone can imitate this, then their life will be successful. So anyhow, and this is one. And we have seen when Srila Gurudev used to travel, and almost it is the last time when he was travelling with his Guru Vargas. Among them was Srila Bhakti Sharan Trivikram Goswami Maharaj. He was the disciple of Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. And now, as long as he was physically present and he was walking, he was travelling with Gurudev, Gurudev never ever took elevated position than him. We can understand Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj was an acharya and also a reputed and a very highly elevated personality. But in the case of Srila Bhakti Sharan Trivikram Goswami Maharaj, he did not initiate anyone. He was just living like a normal Guru Varga, in the mat. But still Guru Maharaj always adored him, always gave him the highest position as long as he was physically present in the world. He says, no, he is my Gurudev. Even them also, in Guru Vargas also, Gurudev was never seen discriminating the positions of his Guru Vargas. All the Guru Vargas are non-different from my most revered Gurudev. I should adore them and serve them the same way I do for my Gurudev. This we have seen this in the case of Srila Bhakti Sharan Trivikram Goswami Maharaj. That was his conduct, that was his life. Ultimately, what will take us to Godhead? Not the number of rounds we are chanting. If someone thinks that I chant more number of rounds and then I will get Godhead, no. And not even the knowledge we have. What is really taking us to Godhead is the Anugatya. How much we have surrendered to Sri Guru and how much we have surrendered to the Vaishnavas, how much we have surrendered to the Holy Name and the Supreme Lord. And all the surrender to in the lotus feet of Sri Guru means what? Chant the Holy Name and serve the devotees. So chanting should be done for the pleasure of Sri Guru. When if some disciple sincerely chants for the pleasure of Sri Guru, if some disciple serves for the pleasure of Sri Guru, I serve Gurudev, I serve the deities, I serve Guru Vargas and Vaishnavas, everyone for the pleasure of Srila Gurudev, then definitely the Lord will come and then take that person. Okay, you come because you are doing everything for the pleasure of my most beloved associate. And Gurudev lived up to that standards. In 2010, when Gurudev decided to refrain himself from the position of Acharya, and then all the disciples and his god brothers, they all were worried and they all cried and fell on the feet of Srila Gurudev and begging him that please don't do this. And at the end, Srila Gurudev comes out of his bhajan kutir and what he says, he did not say, okay, you all want me to continue, I will. He said, no, in all of you are inspired by my Gurudev. It was the instruction of my Gurudev that I should serve all of you as long as I am alive. And then Guru Maharaj continued to remain as Acharya of the Mat. Not because devotees requested, he says, I see my Gurudev in you all. I understand that this is instructions from my Gurudev through all of you. So his vision is a totally different thing. The level of surrender is totally a different level. Being on that level, on that platform, Srila Gurudev lived a whole life. It's not an ordinary thing. In 2004, and also his god brothers, even he was younger god brother or elder, whoever, he considers all his god brothers as the mercy of his Gurudev only. So he would always serve them, whomsoever they are. In 2004, on his Vyasa Puja, a beautiful stage was made in Kolkata, where Gurudev was given an elevated seat. I was there, one of the members assisting the team who is organizing this Vyasa Puja, and I could see that Guru Maharaj was not at all ready to sit on the Vyasasan because his asan is on elevated position. He said, no, remove everything. During the program, they had to dismantle the whole Vyasasan and then put normal chairs where Guru Maharaj was very happily sitting with all his god brothers. That is his position. That is his level, which is beyond the imagination of any ordinary person. And also how he is observed in Sankirtan, in Bhajan, while he is chanting the holy name, how he is observed, we can't even imagine. I was fortunate to listen one time from Srila Bhaktiniketan Turyashrami Goswami Maharaj, that there was festival in our Kolkata Mat, and there Srila Gurudev is performing Sankirtan in front of the deities. And while performing Sankirtan, Gurudev, he is fully absorbed in the Kirtan that he started walking now. The deities did not move and the microphone is not working properly and he is all alone on the road walking. And only Srila Bhaktiniketan Turyashrami Goswami Maharaj, he was the one assisting Gurudev playing Mridang. They almost walked some 200 to 300 meters. And then in the middle of the road, when they stopped, when Gurudev came to his external conscious, when they stopped, there were only 3 people standing in the middle of the road. Rest all are with the deities and with the microphones and all those things. He is so observed, he don't even know that what is happening around him. He keeps on singing Kirtan and then he keeps on going, that's all. How can we imitate this? Not possible. If someone try to imitate, why Lord will not come to deliver that jiva? Gurudev is like that. He is not from this world. Each and every incident in his life is extraordinary. Is simply extraordinary, which an ordinary person can't even imagine. Always caring for his god brothers because they all served my Gurudev. Each and every god brother was taken care by him personally. The sole reason behind it is they have served my Gurudev and his mission. That is Srila Gurudev. Even though those people, many of the people among them are not even god brothers, and some people are not even very reputed, but still Gurudev would always refer to them, Gurudev would always adore them because they all of them served Param Gurudev. Not just god brothers, any person, whoever serves our Param Gurudev becomes very dear to Gurudev. There was one physician, these days he is not a known person, but he was a young boy. During the time of our Param Gurudev, he used to come and talk to Param Gurudev and then take his blessings and then go. He is not like, he did not even get initiated, but Param Gurudev was happy with him and he used to pamper him. Our Gurudev, whole life he maintained friendship with that doctor only because of this reason, that this person is dear to my Gurudev. He served my Gurudev. Even a little someone does for his Gurudev, Gurudev feels indebted towards that person his whole life. Like that. If we see someone doing something wrong, our human nature, immediately we forget everything. But Gurudev has a different kind of lifestyle. And he was always emphasizing on how we have to sincerely chant the holy name. And also pray to the Lord only to attain his loving devotional service, nothing else. One time in 2005, Gurudev had some health issues. So we god brothers, we decided we will go to Govardhan and perform parikrama and pray to Govardhan that you please be merciful on us so that we can have association with Gurudev for a long time. We did. After everything is done, we just went to see Srila Gurudev. And then when Gurudev received this news that we did this, immediately he became very grave. And then he was like in a grave voice, he said, never repeat this again. That if you are going to Govardhan, you should only pray for the service of Govardhan, but nothing else. That kind of personality is Srila Gurudev. He did not say, oh, you have done good job. No. He said, you should not go to Govardhan and beg these things. What you have to beg? You have to beg the loving service of Govardhan. Govardhan is not there to serve you. We are here to serve Govardhan. He has a different kind of personality. I feel blessed and fortunate that somehow I got the chance. I don't know which fortune has arisen in my life that I have came to this holy lotus feet. That like that. There are so many things. And his affection for his disciples. In fact, he is so affectionate to each and everyone, whoever comes to him. Those whoever met him personally in the whole world, each and everyone is very deeply touched and attracted by his wonderful personality, his simplicity. Like that. Gurudev is like that because he sees Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, everyone is my family, all of them are my family. Like that. So anyhow, I think my time is over. Okay. So anyhow, like this is Srila Gurudev's personality. Gurudev always used to say that Harikatha is for my own purification. He never said that when I am speaking Harikatha, that I am doing it for the benefit of others. He never said, he never considered even that Harikatha is for others. He would always say, whatever Harikatha is there, everything is for my own purification. You know, we say this. But many times I have seen people waiting for the audience to come and then only they will speak. In the case of Gurudev, I did not see this. Gurudev, when he was 82 or even little more, or we can say like 80, 82, something that was his age, when he traveled to one city in India, he traveled to one city in India where we have organized program, and interestingly in the whole auditorium there was no single person. There was no single person in the whole auditorium, which was least expected because after making so many banners, posters, and then also distributing so many invitations, we did so much, we spent so much for the publicity so that people will come, and also organized feast also. It was in Kerala, which was mainly dominated by Catholics and also some Islamic followers. But anyhow, and mainly that state is communist based state. So they don't believe in God, so many people. Anyhow, we tried our best and we organized one big program. And there was no single person in the auditorium, only one person was sitting there. And there were maybe some sitting capacity of 500 people. Imagine it's a big hall with 500 sitting capacity, and there was only one person sitting in the auditorium. Can you imagine that anyone can ever speak Harikatha? If they speak also, they would chastise the organizers that why you can't plan properly. But I was so surprised to see that most revered Srila Gurudev has arrived there. He arrived there and then he just came and sat on Vyasasana. And after that, when the kirtan is finished, we were like feeling very shameful. We were feeling very shameful, very scared, because Gurudev is such big Acharya, and then we have organized a program and there was no one. We were feeling so scared. I don't know how Gurudev will react. To our surprise, he started speaking Harikatha, and it was 1 full hour Harikatha. without any interval, without any breaks, he keeps on speaking. After 1 hour of Harikatha, he just concluded his Katha, and then we did Kirtan, and Gurudev left and happily went to his room. And till today, Gurudev did not even ask single time. Of course, in 2017, Gurudev disappeared from this mortal vision. He is eternally present, but physically he is absent now in a way. But till today, Gurudev never ever asked or complained about the organizing of that program. Why? Because he not only speaks, he lives up to what he is speaking. That Harikatha is for our own purification. If you are getting the chance to speak or sing the glories of the Supreme Lord, you just avail it. Keep on glorifying the Supreme Lord for your own benefit. And he proved it. He lived according to that. That's why I said it's impossible to imitate also. When we see it and then when we see no audience, it's impossible, that words also will not come out of the mouth. Our heart feels, no one is there, what to do. But Gurudev is not like that. If you are there, you are fortunate. If you are not there, it's not his business. His only business is to speak. He is only to sing the glories of the Supreme Lord, what he has heard from his most revered Srila Gurudev. We have seen when Gurudev was asked not to come out of his bhajan kutir in Calcutta because of his advanced age, because of the health issues, they are worried about the infection, so many other things. So they did not allow many people to come and see him. And also they did not allow Gurudev to go and speak Harikatha very often because it can strain him. So, but whenever we used to ask what Gurudev is doing, they would say he is writing. So one time I was so curious what he is writing so much, I just want to see. And when we went, what he was doing, he is performing Anukirtan, repeating the words of his Gurudev. He has his old diaries in which he has recorded all the Harikathas of our Param Gurudev. Because today we have the recorders, today we have videos and so many things to record. But in those days, 50 years ago, there was nothing. 50, 60 years ago, Gurudev joined Mutt in 1947. In 46, he came in contact with Gurudev, and in 47, he joined Mutt. So now, what happens is, that time they are like, our Mutt is not rich. So there are no resources, and also technology is not advanced to buy recorders and all those stuff. So what Gurudev was doing, our Guru Vargas were doing, they are recording in their heart. I remember one time Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, I was talking to him, and he was just looking at my computers and all those things, and he said, these days you have this technology to record, but with us, we also recorded. You know where? He was pointing to his own heart, and he says, we recorded here. So Gurudev, Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj, they all recorded those Harikathas, those transcendental teachings in their own heart. And now, whatever they have recorded, they have articulated also for the benefit of the world. And what Gurudev is doing now in the advanced age, he is repeatedly reading those books. It's not about, a reading book. It's all about listening to the words of his most revered spiritual master. Like we hear so many Harikathas from Gurudev and Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and today when we read those books, it reminds us that particular time we heard this topic from them. In this way, what they were doing, Gurudev is repeatedly reading those books, and not only that, he is also writing. Means Shravan and Kirtan, he is performing both. One time on Janmashtami he started in the morning and then he did till midnight. His feet were completely swollen and he don't even know that something is happening to him. He lived all his life. Gurudev did MA in philosophy. In 1947, he is an expert in all the philosophies. Because in 1947, he did MA in philosophy. So not just one particular Gaudiya philosophy, he is expert in all the philosophies. And also he was a gold medalist from Kolkata University. This is not an important thing, but what is important is at that time he was very well versed in all those philosophies. But Gurudev only spoke what Param Gurudev has spoken. He did not speak anything, even just an inch, what our Param Gurudev had never spoken. That is very important. He did not give his commentaries, and then he did not improvise the Harikatha, the quality of Harikatha, and then try to present it to the world. One time some people requested him. Then Gurudev says, if you want, you do it. But I am not going to move a single inch in whatever Gurudev has done or spoken. I will just follow word to word whatever Gurudev did and whatever Gurudev taught. He was so bold in his statement and his lifestyle. If anyone can follow sincerely in this way, that what their spiritual master has taught, and then they follow their teachings and try to apply them practically in their life, then definitely the life will be successful. This is what something I could learn from Srila Gurudev. There are so many amazing teachings in his life. It's unlimited, but time is very limited. So I take leave here. Thank you very much to this team of devotees for allowing me to glorify Srila Gurudev. I know that by glorifying Srila Gurudev, it is going to benefit me only, and my life will carry some meaning. I pray to the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev and all the Guru Vargas, of course all the Vaishnavas present here, to bless me so that I can serve these lotus feet unconditionally and give up my life in these lotus feet. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo.